I never expected that Squirtle would become a firefighter one day, Guile would become a traffic policeman, and even the cute Jigglypuff would become a resident singer in a bar. Pokémons could be seen everywhere on the streets, and everyone lived together in peace. And all this is thanks to the man in front of me. Thanks to her efforts, Howard has created such a harmonious scene. But a drug called Archibody suddenly appeared. When Pokémon take it, they will completely lose their minds and become extremely ferocious. In order to kill the murderer behind the scenes, Howard called Xiao and Pikachu. He revealed a secret message. In fact, he had hired Xiao Shuai's father to investigate the gas a year ago. However, an accident happened in the middle of the investigation. The one who attacked them was Mewto, created by Kido's murderer. However, Mewtwo Pikachu did not kill him, but after clearing his memory, Pikachu returned to the apartment alone according to the address left in the hat, and happened to meet Xiao Shuai, who came to collect his father's belongings. Howard called them over because he wanted to continue after helping to investigate. Xiao Shuai was excited to learn that his father was still alive. At this time Howard said meaningfully. After returning home, Xiao Shuai sorted out the clues his father had investigated and soon made a discovery. So he took Pikachu to an underground fighting arena where various Pokémon games were held every day. The duel between the two, and when the man saw Pikachu, he was like a chicken with blood injected, and immediately rushed down from the stage and uttered harsh words. The man wanted to let Charizard and Pikachu fight again. In order to find out the situation and find clues, Xiao Shuai accepted the challenge. Then Pikachu walked into the fighting arena with small steps, not taking his opponent seriously at all. But he was dumbfounded the next second. Pikachu walked into the fighting arena waving his little fists, and his opponent was a ferocious Charizard. You need my hand back. Pikachu is ready to escape from the fighting field because Charizard's master has just given him a gas, and his fighting power has increased by 10 times. He will be torn into pieces, but the battle has already started. Pikachu he had to dodge the attack first, then went to the side and released 100,000 volts. The whole audience suddenly became silent, expecting his ultimate move. The Emperor's Charizard spit out flames from its mouth. He felt insulted and hated Pikachu for doing this in public, and he wanted to cut Pikachu into pieces. Looking at the Charizard that was pressing him step by step, Pikachu used Super Bizarre. It turned out that Xiao Shuai was stepping on Charizard's tail. This was his anti-aging and could not be dispelled. At the critical moment, Pikachu jumped on his head, disrupting his vision. Charizard swung its tail like a dragon, but was held tightly by Xiao Shuai. Charizard flapped its wings continuously, trying to throw her and Pikachu off, but unexpectedly it hit its master head-on and knocked him to the ground. What was even more terrifying was that all the jars of Achilles in the master's clothes broke. It quickly spread to every corner, and all Pokémon instantly lost their minds and became extremely brutal. Pikachu was extremely angry and threw Magikarp in front of Charizard. I wanted to stimulate it to evolve, and the Magikarp rolled its eyes in anger. I saw the Charizard Pikachu in front of me started to act cute and pitiful again. Suddenly, the Magikarp behind them evolved into Gyarados. Charizard immediately turned to the obedient, he dropped his head like a baby, grabbed the blade and directly rushed them out with a mouthful of 82-year-old saliva. Xiao Shuai then approached reporter Xiaomai to help investigate a laboratory, because during the chaos in the fighting arena, she had already forced out the source of the Achilles body. I basically don't want to help, but how can I refuse a super cute Pikachu? It didn't take long for Xiaomai to find the location of the laboratory. It had been blocked because of an accident last week, but coincidentally, Xiao Shuai's father had a car accident on that day. In order to find out the truth as soon as possible, they secretly cut the outer wire mesh and sneaked in, and found the control console inside. Through the advanced new images inside, it was learned that Mewtwo was also a victim. He was imprisoned in the experimental cabin by scientists, and the main component of the gas was extracted from Xiao Meng's body, but an accident occurred last week. The power system was destroyed, allowing Mewtwo to escape. On the other side, the murderer behind the scenes found that Xiao Shuai and his friends had sneaked into the laboratory, so he released the elf killer Geoharan. The two had to flee all the way. Just when Geoharan's exploits were about to hit them, Psyduck exploded. A powerful mental force directly knocked the ninja away, and the powerful shock wave spread all around. It was so terrifying, but before they had time to be happy, they found that the mountain was tilted violently due to the earthquake. Turned out that this was not a certain mountain, but the turtle shell of the earth turtle. Pikachu was dying, and was about to reach the end of his life. Then a garlic turtle appeared. Xiao Shuai hurriedly asked him for help. The other party seemed to understand what he said, and then called a group of garlic turtles to help. So Xiao Shuai held the garlic turtle and said, "Pikachu, you are the best turtle in the world." Pikachu walked through the grass and across the stream, and came to a mysterious valley. At the signal from the elves, Xiao Shuai placed Pikachu on the stone platform. After a while, Mewtwo appeared. He raised his hand and shot out a ray of light, which shone on Pikachu's body. Pikachu soared into the air, and a dazzling white light shone inside its body. After being infused with Mewtwo's powerful energy, Pikachu woke up quickly. He spoke slowly, and the two were confused, not understanding what he meant, so Mewtwo raised his hand and shared his memories with Xiao Shuai. It turned out that it was Pikachu who destroyed the laboratory's power system, and thanks to it, he was rescued and escaped from the secret laboratory. But just when the truth was about to be revealed, Xiao Shuai suddenly returned to reality, because four machines appeared behind Xiao Meng to restrain him, and a mysterious man also came out, who turned out to be Howard's son. And he was caught. At the same time, in the pre-prepared experimental chamber, Pikachu was very lost and blamed herself. She thought that she had killed Xiaoshuai's father. He wanted to find a place to be quiet, so he walked alone on the road, secretly wiping away tears. Unconsciously, he came to the place where the incident happened, and found a piece of dark Pikachu dug by the people of Jaha on the ground. He immediately remembered everything. It turned out that the one who attacked them at that time was the Jaha people. Wow, and Mewtwo was actually on the other side who came to rescue them. Xiaoshuai came to Howard's office and told him everything that had just happened. The laboratory where Mewtwo was imprisoned rose from the ground. Howard successfully seized Mewtwo's body through the neural connection device on his head. He never expected that he was the real mastermind behind the scenes, and his purpose was very simple. Use Argas to make all Pokémon lose their minds, so that all human souls can be integrated into Pokémon's bodies and dominate the world in one fell swoop. Mewtwo is the strongest Pokémon of the time. No one can rival him. When Pikachu arrived, the whole city was conquered. Although his opponent was an unrivaled powerhouse, Pikachu still wanted to give it a try. He rubbed his claws on his dimples, gathering all the strength in his body, then lay on the balloon and used his tail to shoot out an electric ball to fight against Menglai. As a result, Pikachu was blown away and fell on the rooftop, but he was not